Everyone is interested in the future. Not many of us are satisfied with what is happening now. I was talking to a 2-year-old, and I asked him, "Hey, how old are you?" And their reply was, "Well, I'm 2, but I have a birthday next week." So we're all thinking about the future, no matter how old we are, no matter what line of work we're in, whether we work in a nonprofit organization, whether we work in a financial services organization, whether we work in a religious institution. We all want some glimpse of what's next.
Please welcome to the stage, Glen Guyton.
Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be, as a friend. Is it too late to create a healthy future? Who wants a bad future? None of us, right? You don't want a bad future. You want a good future. You want to know that in the next 5, 10, 15 years, things are going to turn out great for you. You want to know the company that you work with or the association that you're a member of is going to be thriving way into the future. As we think about technology, how many of us want the Terminator type future where the machines rebel? None of us. We want a good future. So is it too late for your organization? Is it too late for the association that you are a part of? This is my response. Maybe. I think that it's important that leaders set the tone. Leaders need to set the tone. It's important, especially as we think about transformation. Transformation happens at the top. Revolution starts at the bottom. We want transformation in our organizations. We don't necessarily want a revolution. You are on the front lines of today's most pressing workplace issues. You are helping to shape the workplace environment, the culture, not to mention you're responsible for maximizing the human talent potential across the organization. But let's get real though. Most days are filled with endless spreadsheets, emails, phone calls, Zoom meetings, Slack messages, and you feel buried under the workload. Not to mention all of the things that you're dealing with at home. Look, what you need right now is someone to walk alongside of you, to help you implement your plans, to help you chart the right journey, to help you speak to your leadership. Say that last one again. And that's what I want you to do, to be able to produce better outcomes because you're paying attention to behaviors, attitudes. But it's not all about how you feel, but it's also our policies. Our policies and procedures will inform how we work at these systems. You need proven strategies. And everyone from the CEO to the janitor needs to understand the purpose of the training, why it matters to the organization, and the change that you hope occurs. Transformation focuses on alignment. You see, a key element of transformation is aligning the organization's purpose, people, and structures to work together in harmony. Let me tell you a story. 30 years ago, I earned my jump wings at the United States Air Force Academy. Now you may ask, Glenn, how did you earn your jump wings? I'm glad you asked. Well, I earned these silver jump wings by jumping out of a perfectly good airplane 5 times and living to tell about it. Now, I've often wondered what happened if I didn't make it on that last jump, but they have still given me my jump wings. I don't know, because I live to tell about it. But my goal was, for each of the 5 times that I jumped out of the airplane, I wanted to have a gentle impact with the ground. See, this is the only time, if you're thinking about workflows, where you want to have as little of an impact as possible. I wanted to have a gentle, soft impact with the ground. So my intention was to live. That was my goal for all 5 times. And so there are 3 areas that I want you to think about that link back to your training. And they are activate awareness, intentional action, and integrated accountability. Those are the 3 things we're going to focus on. So let's draw some parallels between me earning these jump wings and those things that you went over. What are the signals that I need to be paying attention to that will not impact me today, but will have lasting impacts 10, 15, 20, 30 years in the future? What are the political wins, the economic wins, the social changes, the technology changes, the legal changes, the environmental things that I need to pay attention to that will not just impact me tomorrow, but that will impact this institution, this community that I care about 10, 15, 20 years from now. We need to start thinking about what we need, where we need to go, not where we've been. Where we've been is gone. We can never go back, really. We can never go back. But we can still move forward. We can still move forward. But we have to commit to it. We have to commit to understanding that we will have to destroy some things. As harsh as that sounds, we're going to have, and I could say it nicer, well, we're going to have to modify it. No, we need to destroy some things. We're going to lose some things. You're going to lose some people. You're going to lose some friends. That's the hard part about leadership. You're going to have to take some risk and be misunderstood. You may have to set some things on fire. Some things that are dying and some things that are overgrown, some things that are bloated. We may have to reduce some of those things in order to have the future that we are planning. And we're going to have to make sure we have the right tools to do it. Let me go back to my fire analogy because I think it's a good one. Yeah, we can do a control burn. You can send Glenn out to do a control burn in the forest, and you know what would happen? We would probably have a forest fire. Why? Because I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't even like the woods. If I have to go camping, I would rather camp at the Marriott. So we need to make sure we have the right people in the right place with the right experience that can help us with that transformation process, that can help us with that burning process, that can help us with that cleaning out process, that can help us get to where we need to go. And so that means we may need to change leaders. Or we may have to get additional training as leaders. We may have to move out of the way to allow people with the skills necessary to get us to the future that we desire. And sometimes as leaders, we need to look at ourselves. Are we qualified to take this institution to the future? I've left institutions when I realized, I say, hey, Glenn, this no longer works for you, nor does it work for the institution. And you know what happens? Both myself and the institution benefited. So if we have boards, committees, and processes, examine those things and make sure that you are committed not to the present, but that you are committed to the future that you desire. We have to imagine the future. I think it's important that we create, that we invent the future that we desire. But we can't forget that it needs to be a healthy future. We don't want the rising of the machines. We don't want the Terminator coming for us and our children. No, we want technology, we want organizations, we want institutions, we want processes that will benefit us and the generations that come after us. The future is happening now, just like waves on the beach. And we can't ignore the changes that are happening around us each and every day. So they put me on last. You would think that since I'm the executive director, I could have got a better spot.
Best for last.
Best for last. Thank you, sir.